What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. Today we are going to explain and discuss how to grind the brand new upgrades, if they're going to be worth it, especially throughout Team of the Season, and the general benefits that you get from it. Of course, we broke down in the 6 PM video yesterday the fact that actually the rewards have improved, or at least the amount of players you got has increased. The downside was that the amount of gold you've got is slightly less, but the number of cards in total are slightly more. So Owen, who is a premium grinder, said you do gain 12 more players over the league. But in this setup, I'm not overly sure how beneficial that is when it's bronzes and silvers. But what I think is that because the bronzes and silvers become more golds, I think overall it's quite nice. And what I personally like is that the tradable packs have been buffed. A jumbo gold pack and a prime mixed players pack instead of a small, a small prime gold players pack here. So just getting 12 tradable players to sell on, I think is going to be really helpful, really handy. And for the mixed leagues upgrades, they've now changed this to a jumbo silver pack and a what's the other tradable pack, and a small electrum players pack there. So I'm going to take you through like the general way it works, but first of all, I have completed all of the SBCs because I want to go to the end to start. And of course, if this helped you, feel free to drop a thumbs up, guys. And the reason why I wanted to go to the end to start is because I wanted to see what kind of stuff do you get. And the reason why I think that's important right now is because with all these SBCs for like Team of the Season warm-up, and with Team of the Season obviously coming this this upcoming weekend, 83s, 84s, 85s have gone really expensive. So I wanted to kind of like have a look at how many coins can you get back from what you're doing. Do you get anything that is valuable to you in any way, like to redo the SBCs? And then to take a look at the market and kind of like how much everything is going to cost to complete. So as always with the silver pack, just check. I mean, the badges don't show up, so we'll just list that. Just check the kits. Some kits are worth a whole bunch. And this for me, look at that. That Brondby kit is looking like it's about 2,000 coins. That for me is a massive reason as to why I think the changes that EA have made has been really good. In fact, that kit, whether or not it sells, whether or not people are actually interested in buying it or not, we'll only have to find out. But at the very least, we've potentially got about 5,000 or 6,000 coins worth of kits there, let alone the players. And it does look like this guy. Oh no, he's maybe he sells for 300-400. And of course, if you get players from like the SBCs that you're going to complete, then great. There's also something to be said for last time around. I personally didn't think that it was worth, so we've got 600 coins back from that as well. I personally didn't think that it was worth doing the smaller version. But on this occasion, the smaller version is coming in at the moment at 16.8k, and the majority of that is the Libsud, and that's really nice from a tradable premium gold pack, because Højbjerg, as I said, is about 2,000 coins right now. All 83s are. And worst case scenario, you've got an 83 for some fodder. Best case scenario, you have got a couple thousand coins that's going to allow you to complete a complete segment. So the way the league, the minor league anyway, is working, like the smaller one, is that the MLS and Championship is coming in at 5k. The Bundesliga 2 and League 2 is coming in at 2k. The Liga Smartbank and Serie BKT are coming in at 3k. And the Libsud is coming in at 6k. And of course, the tradable Jumbo Silver pack from the Libsud at 6.5k could genuinely be really, really helpful for getting all of that money back. So the idea, again, like for this setup here is not the question for me isn't can you make coins with it, because I think EA have always done really, really well to ensure that you can't make coins. And man, I'm surprised how cheap these commons are. The question for me is it sustainable with minimal or no coin loss? And if it is, that then is great for Team of the Season. What I don't think you can do these days with the way EA set things out is I don't think you can stack packs. So it's going to be less about can you save hundreds of packs between now and Team of the Season, and more about is this going to be sustainable throughout Team of the Season? You know, if you're kind of like brand new to the game, do you know what, actually? I don't think there's a single instance for anybody where you can have an excuse of not having coins or cards on tap. If you're brand new to the game, there is an infinite number of ways to get coins and cards. And if you've been playing the game for some time, you should just have a bank of coins. So it's going to be, like I say, it's going to be curious for me as to how many coins per run through are we going to lose? What are we going to get? And, you know, that's really nice. Is that a walkout? I mean, boom. There you go. Like, we've got an 86 rated from that that's coming in at about 20,000 coins that is more expensive than the Mixed League upgrade. Although this pack was... This was a small Prime Gold Players pack. Yeah, this was from the MLS and EFL Championship. So this pack alone has given me more fodder than than the whole SBC set is worth, on top of all the other fodder that comes with it, which is really nice. And the Prime Gold Player pack is like the last one, obviously. So we've got a small Electrum Players pack and a Prime Mixed Players pack, a couple of rare Mixed Players packs, and then stuff that I've got saved. And then I built like some of the common and rare packs because I just wanted to see like the general understanding of what you get out of that. So I'm actually just going to open the Prime Gold Players pack here now with a guaranteed minimum of 82 rated as well. Is really nice. And we're getting ourselves, this time, just an 83 Fabian, but it's a 2,000 coin card. It's not bad. I'm going to throw this stuff away, but again, it is more just more stuff that is super useful for redoing and getting back into it. And again, the question, I suppose, comes into, like, is it sustainable? So this small Electrum Players pack is from the Mixed League. No, is it from the Mixed League? This is from the Premium, isn't it? No, this is from the Mixed League. Small Electrum Players pack is from the Bundesliga 2. And one of the great things about the tradable silver packs is these guys are generally worth a healthy amount. 5, 6, 7, 800 coins. I think some of them are coming in a little bit more. But obviously, even the silvers you get, you could just pop these straight back into an SBC. If you get Bundesliga 2 and Championship players, brilliant. Getting Premier League players, brilliant. Like, you don't have to sell them. If you've got like a low coin balance, I would suggest to sell everything that's tradable because you will be able to buy a cheaper alternative. We're getting another board here that's tradable. So it's another Kasper Schmeichel. Or another 83 anyway, which is another 2,000 coins. And this, again, is why I think this pack, which is from the premium one, this is the Prime Mixed Players pack that's tradable. It's, again, why I think this is all right, because we've got some bronzes here, but we've got 2 Bundesliga 2 cards. We've got this guy who's going to be worth, wow, he's actually worthless, 200 coins. The Bundesliga 2 guys can obviously go back into the Bundesliga setup. We've got a French League silver that maybe sells, 700 coins on him, which is quite nice. And overall, I just, like, what I wanted to do, and the reason why I wanted to open the packs first is because I just kind of wanted to get a gauge of, like, what are you getting back? Are we getting lucky? Are we getting some walkouts and boards? And the answer so far has been yes, we are, which is brilliant. And even though you do get bronzes and silvers, as I say, I think one of the reasons why I personally don't mind the fact that you get bronzes and silvers is because EA have given those bronze and silver upgrades. So we're going to get another board here. It's Spanish again. It's centre mid again. It's Thiago again. What are the odds of that? And then French League silver, lovely. Serie B silver, lovely. French 2 card. I'm actually going to have to throw that Thiago away. Just, I wouldn't normally, you know, I would go and put him into an SBC. But for the sake of today's video, where I don't really want to be stopping and starting the idea of what we're talking about, I will throw it away. And then another Rare Mixed Players pack. And again, a minimum guarantee of an 81 overall is really nice. And it's overall 2 Rare Mixed Players packs, which again is generally really nice. Spanish player there. Loads more Premier League players and whatnot. So obviously you'd be able to reuse those back in. And I do think just off the back of what I've seen there, they're good. Now, you've got the rare silver 5-player packs. People were telling me that they were unable to open these. But what's incredible about this is that bronze cards right now are 150 coins, right? If you want to get them on open bid. And even silvers are cheap as well. But you're effectively looking at 1,650 coins for 5 silvers, which means it's 3,200, maybe 3,300 coins for all 11 silvers that will get you 6 common golds, which is more than what you, just about more than what you'd pay for the price of 6 common golds. But if you're building these SBCs continuously, you're going to be getting, silver players back. And what I was getting at before is usually I would always say ignore the Mixed League upgrade and only stick to the premium Mixed League upgrade. On this occasion, I would say do the Mixed League upgrade as well, because you're getting so many silvers that will help. Like this Yedlin is brilliant. This Ivan Sanchez is brilliant for 2 different segments, right? You're getting so many silvers back and so many cards back from those smaller options, and the fact that the 2 tradable packs from the Mixed League upgrade are actually really nice. It's a small Electrum Players pack where, if, those golds, you could obviously hit something massive, but just worst case scenario, you get yourself 2 golds. And that jumbo silver pack, I think, is massive. And then these packs here, they are coming in at the bronze upgrade is coming in at 2.2k. The common gold 6-player upgrade is coming in at 4.5k. But of course, that's at buy now price. So if you did it on bid instead of buy now, it's even cheaper. And even for the bronze upgrade, you could get it cheaper. So as I say, I think even when it comes to the silvers, from what I've seen, I think you can buy the silvers at 200 coins each. I don't think you need to. I don't know how it's got the setup at 4.5k, but we're going to go and have a look at the bronze and silver market, and we're going to see if they're selling as cheap as I think they're selling, or if they're not. So bronzes, yeah, commons are not selling at 150, so you could just mass bid on loads of those. I even think rares are not even selling at 150. So again, you're looking at 150 coins for basically every bronze. What about the major leagues? Even Premier League bronzes. That matters, and I will explain why that matters as we go through. And then silvers. So the cheapest silver players, probably even 400 or 500 coins actually. Yeah, about 400 coins for the cheapest silver, which obviously just isn't good value. You're better off going and buying bronzes at 150 on bids and then converting them into the upgrades. But actually, the whole silver to bronze, silver to gold upgrade might only be worth it with untradable cards that you get from grinding the upgrades. So, the process. Now that we've seen the packs, now that we've done the last bit first, the process. The process is get your bronzes into the silvers, and then your silvers into the common golds to get yourself common golds, which can be helpful for a whole bunch of things. Like, what have we got? We've got the upgrade, not these upgrades. Trophy crafting, that's still there for 13 days. This is all commons, isn't it? Yeah, 1 rare and 10 commons. So it's really helpful for that straight off. And then all of the other upgrade content that is there, which actually is just trophy crafting these days. What's this one? Ooh. You might even be able to like couple it with the silverware smelting as well, which is only eligible 7 times per day, but it'd still be worth it. But yeah, putting all of your bronzes in here, putting all of your silvers in here, if they don't suit one of the league upgrades. But as we've explained and expressed with so many before, just completing it, opening the packs as you go. If you got like I've got 600,000 coins, so I would personally just store everything. unless it's like, you know, if I hit something big that's tradable and sellable, like an 83, an 84, an 85, an inform, when team of the season's here, a team of the season, I would sell those things to keep replenishing the coin balance. But if it's the common golds or the rare golds that are basically a discard price, I personally wouldn't bother selling them because I don't need the coins. But if you've got probably less than like 50,000 coins, you might want to sell as you go, because as I say, it is always cheaper to just go and buy something instead. So for example, you might have an MLS gold, right? And you'll think, okay, this MLS gold is like, let's go to the market and have a look. The MLS, 1, 2, 3. You might have the MLS gold for 450 coins. And you might think nothing of it. You might be like, let me just store that if you've got low coins. But you only need 6 golds here in this whole setup. So if you've got a tradable gold, sell it. If you've got an untradeable gold, use it, because then what you're going to want to do is go to like the bronze section and go and get yourself a bronze rare from the MLS instead. And you could easily go and build this team out. 74 rated, you put your golds in, easy. You go and fill up the rest with bronze rares at 200, or if you could be bothered to wait, 150 coins. And it brings the price of this down by a lot. And they've got it in at a price of 6,800 coins. No, that's the Premier League one. They've got it in at a price of 5,000 coins, which I think is just way higher than is actual priced out, because the 5 rares you can get as bronzes, 150 coins each, right? And that's only going to be obviously 750 coins. The 6 golds will all be common golds that you don't even need for chemistry. I'm actually going to go and build it for cheaper than 5k just to prove my point, so I will be right back. And here we go, guys. So I have built the team for 4,000 coins, and I had to overspend a little bit on Zolarian at 700 coins instead of like 500 or 450 coins because I needed the rating, and I couldn't be bothered to find a 79 rated for 500 coins. And I couldn't be bothered to change the goalkeeper and use Herrera, who's also popping up at 450 coins. And I also bought the rares at 200 instead of at 150, which obviously would have saved me another 250 coins. But there you go. The 4 bronze rares are there. And then it's 6 common golds. And so the price at 5,000 coins just definitely isn't the cheapest. You could probably do this for about 3,500 coins. So if this is 3,500 coins, the Serie B and Liga Smart Bank are about 2,000 coins, and the Bundesliga and League 2 is about 2,000 coins. You could probably do this, all 3 of the other, all 3 of these segments for honestly like 3.5, 5.5, 6, about 7.5 to 8,000 coins. The packs that you get back from that is a small Prime Gold Players Pack, a small Electrum Players Pack, and a Premium Gold Pack. So straight away, with a guaranteed minimum of 80 overall, straight away it's a good exchange of coin value for cards, but also you're not going to be spending that money because you are going to be packing cards along the way that is going to allow you to not have to spend those coins. And it might take you some time to kind of like get going. If you've got an empty club, it might take you 5 or 10 run throughs before you're like, oh, I've already got a whole bunch of cards, I don't really need to buy them anymore. But even here, like if we go to the let's go to this one because it's tradable, Bundesliga 2 and League 2. You need it to be 62 rated. And I think what a lot of people don't do and don't understand with things like this is go and buy these guys, right? Go and get these dirt cheap cards that might be well under the rating threshold, and get them on bid for 150 coins as well, right? You need 3 rares. So again, we can go and get the rares because, hey, guess what? It's not a problem. So you are looking at 200 coins per card as a maximum. But of course, don't do it at 200 coins per card. Do it at 150 coins per card. And again, like one of the ways you could do it is just go and spam bid on loads. You only need to get 15 chemistry, which is really easy. Just go and get some. Didn't we just pick up that club? Just go and get a whole bunch of Germans that all link together. And once you've got the 15 chemistry, you can kind of stop there. Let's take this guy because he's 63 rated. So like we're 2 more players away now because I haven't got enough German links, but we've already got all of the rares. So we could just go for bronzes. and just makes it really easy on ourselves, you know. And if we do pick up a German there, just to get the chemistry. Okay, somebody took that guy. But yeah, like it's nice and cheap. 200 coins per card on this one, 200 coins per card on the other one as well, and you get your cards back. And obviously, if you pack these guys, because you only need 15 chemistry. Once you've got that chemistry, let me actually just go and finish it here. Once you've got that chemistry, let's take this guy. Do we have those as a club? No. Now that you've got the chemistry, and you could do it with 5 players as well, right? If we lose this guy instead, we've got the 15 chemistry. Everything you pack at that point, untradeable or tradable, from this league or the League 2 BKT, you could just throw into the other gaps, which is why it makes sense to go and mass bid on players at 150 coins, because to be able to, like, if you went and bid on like 30 or 40 players, if you weren't able to generate just 15 chemistry between them, A, you'd be desperately unlucky, but B, you could just go and buy the 1 or 2 players that you needed at 200 coins to facilitate that chemistry and make the process like nice and quick, rather than sitting there going, oh God, I've got to keep like meticulously going through things. You go and bid on 50, 100 players, boom. You could do this like 10 times through, and you could do the same with bidding on these guys here at 150. You can go and do that 10 times through. Now, this one is a team overall of 68, which is why it's slightly more expensive. And you need 4 rares. So you are going to have to obviously go into silvers if you want those rares like that. But the reason why the website Easy SBC has got it down as a bit more expensive is because it doesn't realize that you're actually better off. So Liga Smart Bank and Serie B, you're actually better off grabbing one of the golds, of which there are a lot, including like a Jonathan Vieira. I don't think it's worth putting that price in there. Like, you're better off just getting one of these guys for 450 coins, right? 70, maybe even 2 of them. But one of them should be enough. 2 of them might be enough, because obviously the silvers you don't want, unless again you're getting like a big silver, or you can pick them up for 300 coins, and then you're making good money back, right? I genuinely think from the packs that you're getting back, you're getting good cards back, but you're also making coins back, which you don't need to sell. If you've got a low coin balance, you can sell. The problem on this one is the Libertadores and Sudamericana. This has to be a maximum silver, a minimum rating of 60, and again 15 chemistry, but you also need 6 players from the same club. And that's where this one gets a little bit tricky, and why it's coming in at around 6k. And that's because the cheapest Sudamericana player at all, let alone somebody that works for you in a club that you need, is 600 coins. So what you need to effectively do is go and get your 6 cards from the same club, which is obviously at 600 coins is 3,600 coins, and then the other, you know, you need 11. So it, like, they've got it down to 6,500 coins. It is going to cost you 6,600 coins. 11 players at 600 coins each, unless you pack one. And obviously every one that you pack is going to save you 600 coins. Or unless you manage to snipe one for cheaper, you can't escape the fact that this is 6,600 coins. But I think genuinely for the whole set, for everything, it says that it is, for the small one anyway, it says it's 16,800 coins. I think it's closer to about 13,000 coins from scratch. But of course, the more you open packs, the more you'll just save that coin balance, and you'll end up actually probably paying like less than 10,000 coins each time, 5,000 coins. You might even make profit if you pack something worth selling. So I quite like this one this time around. And the reason why I spent so much time focusing on this, because I said to you guys before, every time we've done an upgrade video in, like, previously, the non-primary one, or what do they call it, premium one, was always just never worth it, because there was just something wrong somewhere that just made it a really bad deal. But on this occasion, this is definitely worth it. And it gives you a really good mix of packs back that help you into the building. And then for the premium mixed league upgrade, this is just the same as before. I don't think I need to go into too much detail on this one. The League 1 and Eredivisie, you can just, you know, you need one club. You might already have a whole bunch of players from one club, so just go and buy the other ones. There are specific clubs that are way cheaper. They have this down at 6k for a tradable jumbo gold pack. I'm going to go and do this for less than 6k or around 6k, and I'll tell you what team I ended up using. And so, guys, I ended up using NepentheZ. I already had a couple of their players in the club. What I actually found, I looked at a few Eredivisie squads. I looked at a few French league teams. They are all pretty similar. There's a few that are way more expensive. And so for this one, definitely would just suggest that you use the team that you already have the most cards from. But for this one to be about 7K, a jumbo gold pack for this, I just think is brilliant value. And then the rest of the segments, as we're end up going to get nothing in there, aren't we? Nothing of any real note anyway. The rest of the segments, 1,000 coins back, are just nice and easy. You know, again, like the Premier League and La Liga segment is nice and easy, nice and cheap. The Bundesliga and Serie A segment is nice and easy, nice and cheap. They've got that down at 5.3k because there are some really cheap bronzes and silvers. And actually this is what I wanted to go back to from earlier on. Even for the Premier League side of things, yes, you need a 79 rated team. But there are lots of bronze Premier League players at 200 coins, including 63 and a few 64 rateds in there. But although that's like way behind, just popping in the extra like 81 or 82 is going to allow you to really reduce the price. There you go. You've got a centre mid there that's 64 rated from Palace. Obviously, centre mid doesn't really fit the bill with this here. And to be 79 rated, you are going to need like the extra, like an 81, 82 rated a couple of times or whatever. But it's so nice and cheap, and the packs that you get back from this are also quite good. So to recap, because there isn't really much else to explain with this Premium Mixed League upgrade, I think it's very good. To recap, the Prime Silver upgrade and the Prime Bronze upgrade, put your untradeable excess bronzes and silvers into these that don't go into the Mixed League upgrade and the Premium League upgrade. For the first time this year, the Mixed League upgrade is definitely worth completing. You will obtain a lot of the players back from the packs that you get here, and of course you will be able to buy the extra players for quite cheap. The only one that's expensive is the messi, but of course it's not even that expensive comparative to prior occasions when EA released these. And for the Premium Mixed League upgrade, again, you're looking at like a little bit of an excess price on the messi again. However, it's not that bad, and you don't need a huge coin balance to sustain this. And if you have already got a huge coin balance, just keep banking these cards. The tradable returns are so much better that depending on your coin balance, again, if you've got a low coin balance, sell everything tradable. If you've got a high coin balance, store it unless you get into a need of selling it, unless it's worth something. You know, if you pack an 83 tradable, sell it. An 84, an 85 or above, sell it. A special card, a promo card, sell it. The only downside to what we have here with this league system, with this grind, and just to go all the way back to the beginning again, you don't need to do bronze pack method for this. I think bronze pack method now is just irrelevant. Bronzes are too cheap anyway. You can't even sell rares now for 300 or 400 coins, and there's so many icons there with the packs. You know, the bronze rare and the silver rare segments that give tradable packs. They haven't even like moved the needle for the bronze cards. But so I think bronze pack method is a waste of coins. I think you're going to struggle to get more from the bronze pack than you would get from just going out and buying the bronze players. The only thing that is bad about this and that is sad about this is that you can't save packs like you used to. You know, we used to go into any particular promo, whether it was team of the season, team of the year, something in between, and we would have 50Ks and 25Ks and 45Ks and mega packs just stacked up to the nines. Every pack you open here is kind of important to the next run through of keeping that cycle going at the least cost of coins. And so because you can't really save packs and you can't really complete this in an efficiently fast manner, it's not like you can go and build loads, save 20 or 30 for team of the season, and then start ripping through, you know, prime gold players packs, unless you're happy to take quite a considerable coin loss, because that's where the loss will come when you're not getting those 12 players every single time. Like, imagine you save 20 of those prime gold player packs. That's 240 players that would have otherwise gone back into the upgrade path that you've now saved. So that's the downside. The upside is, and you'll have until Friday to kind of work into this upside. The upside is, I feel like this is basically sustainable at little to no coin loss over time. You might in the short term go down in coins if you don't pack something big, but I think you go down so few coins at a time that it doesn't take much to replenish that coin balance. And because it's going to be good to run through with Team of the Season rather than to say packs for Team of the Season, that gives you until Friday when Team of the Season starts to try and bank as many coins as you can and play through, you know. And if you're sitting there thinking, man, I don't really have any coins and don't really have any cards, as I would always suggest, go ahead, play your squad battles games if you can endure squad battles. If it means completing other objectives alongside, better still. Go and get your division rivals wins. Go and get your FUT champs wins and your champs qualifier wins and sell everything. Just take tradable packs, even in division rivals, sell everything, start building your bank up. And then for collecting untradable cards to start your journey as well, go into that objective section and just start opening packs from everything that you can complete. There is so much available here in terms of pack content through milestones, through objectives, and through season progress that there's just, unless you just don't have the time, in which case this just isn't for you anyway. There's just no reason and no excuse to not have everything you need to be prepared for Team of the Season grind. So guys, that is how to grind the upgrades. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's nothing revolutionary. There's no secret method on this one or hidden tricks or anything. It is a genuine case of just utilize all four things in tandem with each other, and you should be able to open infinite packs at little to no cost. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully this helps you. If it does, let me know if it did. If you've got anything that you can add that maybe will add value to this, let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.